Hey there, it's Keith Hayden, digital novelist, author of 5 print books in 2024, currently 71 days into writing my next novel, a supernatural horror novel called Gates of Okinawa. I'm here today to talk a little bit about process and project. I'm here on location in Singapore, just a little vacation, and I'm just gonna do a little walking video as I think through this. Because these days, I don't even know where I started this video, and I scattered the location and now I'm already lost. I'm just gonna keep walking. But these days, there's a lot of focus on product, meaning the end product of any endeavor seems to be the main focus. Like, for instance, I'm writing this novel, and if you're an aspiring novelist or you're trying to finish your first or nth fiction book, then you know how this goes. You start the novel and then you see some fuzzy endpoint there in the distance, and you don't know when it's going to be. Maybe it'll be a few months away, maybe it'll be a few years away, depending on how you work. But I read this quote in House of Leaves. I've been reading House of Leaves. It's this horror novel it's a really trippy novel, but in House of Leaves, it's basically about this house that's bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. The inside is like kind of a maze, and it reshapes itself. It's kind of a funky situation. But in this book, it presented this idea of this character that is kind of traumatized by the house, and for some reason, she just starts writing. And in kind of a horror cliche, there's a bunch of cameras around the house that kind of record all the family's activities. One of the main protagonists is a journalist, so he's got all these cameras set up. And she starts writing, but the cameras don't capture what she's writing. All it says is that, oh shit, she came to a security gate. What to do when you encounter wild monkeys. I was trying to get there to that walking path, but I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna turn around. Anyway, so back to what I was saying. She just starts writing, and the cameras don't capture exactly what she writes. It just captures that she writes for days on end, and then she does some other stuff, things like that. But her main activity is writing for a while. And in the book, they talk about how nobody knows what she wrote. They just know that she wrote a lot. And then the quote says, process outweighs product. So what does that mean? Well, it could mean a lot of things, but I took it to mean it's more important that she did the writing, not that what she wrote was not as important. And that kind of made me stop and think. And if you're a writer and you're watching this, then maybe it makes you stop and think too about what you're writing and why you're writing. Because are you writing just to see your name in print? Just to make money from your book? Because that's a whole separate video about actually making money from books. Or are you writing to discover something about yourself, to explore a topic that you like, to explore characters that you really enjoy, that you created? There's a lot of reasons to write, but too many times, and I find myself in this trap too. This is day 71 of working on Gates of Okinawa, and I keep thinking, it's not scary enough. It's not scary enough. I don't even know if I want to make it into a horror novel anymore. I'm not sure what I'm doing. The first draft it's not a complete mess, but it's not great as a whole. I did 2 more chapters this morning, and I was like, they're okay, but they're not cohesive. But then I think what I've done in these last 10 weeks, as I've been moving, as I've been trying to figure this thing out, I haven't been in my main situation. I've been using my phone a lot to make a lot of these videos, and using very, very old, decrepit, still functional, but unupgradable laptop, and I've still managed to nearly post on my blog every day, make a video, make an audio recording. Hell, I've made a few songs in that time. I've still put stuff out. And I think that process has been so valuable. Even this video, which if you're watching this, thank you for watching, but not a lot of people are gonna watch, but that's fine. But I don't think, this might be unprecedented. The first time in history that someone is documenting the creation of a work of fiction, a whole novel. I don't think I've ever seen that. And maybe it's been done in the past with a bunch of journal entries, or they've written about it. I know I got the idea originally from Steinbeck, who famously, when he was writing his epic East of Eden, which is awesome book, by the way, he would write East of Eden on the right, and then on the left he would write himself notes and letters. He would write to other people, I guess, but bottom line is he was documenting his process of writing the East of Eden, which turned out to be one of his masterworks. And at the end of that process, he published all of his letters and notes into a book. And so that's where I got this original idea when I started writing Gates of Okinawa several months back. I was like, Steinbeck, all he had was pen and pencil, and he had a typewriter. I've got a smartphone that is literally connected to the entire human history, a good chunk of humanity's knowledge over the years. Why am I not using that? I can make videos, I can make recordings, I can make music, I can make all this other stuff. I should use that to kind of tell the story of this. So taking it back to process over product, I keep switching arms because I'm kind of holding it up so I can get, it's not too low of an angle. Arm to get tired. But start thinking about the process too of your writing, especially nowadays in our social media fueled. You know, I've been taking an unexpected break from social media. You just get tired of it. You get tired of the complaining, the rage baiting, the clickbaiting, the engagement farming, all the stuff. The vitriol, especially now it's election season back home. And it's just, it just gets kind of brutal. It just kind of wears on me. So the last 3 days, I haven't logged onto any social media. I've just logged on my website and I've sent these blog posts and videos. But in that time, it's helped me think more clearly about how, when I'm in that social media state of, okay, I just got to get content out. I got to get something out. So many people are putting stuff out multiple times a day, and I can barely do one a day, especially since I'm busy right now. Life. And maybe you've thought that too. And so that makes you focus on product. Like, is it snappy enough? Is it clear enough? And maybe you're not even thinking that. Maybe you're just showing up and turning on your phone or turning on your computer and just trying to finish something, trying to get something out. I know a lot of people struggle with that. I do some days too. But that process is still so valuable, especially when you're writing fiction. Because it is, if you do it right, it is an exploration. You're not there to tell people how to make more money or how to lose weight or how to find love. The three most profitable business buckets that aren't like sex, porn, gambling, that type of thing. You're there to either make people feel something, entertain them, or to tell a story that is on your heart. And that process is important. And speaking of process, if you are just finding me in this video, or in my video series on how I'm writing my novel, Gates of Okinawa, I've documented the entire process in the form of videos like this, blog posts, audio recordings, podcasts. I've done all of the above in the last 10 weeks straight, consecutively. I have not dropped a day of working on the novel, Even on my worst days where all I did was edit one chapter, I still worked on it. And so if you're interested in checking out not only the first raw draft of the novel and all of the documentation, then you can hit the link in this video or around this video, wherever it's at, and you'll find a link for more information about how to check it out. But that's gonna do it for this video. I'm officially cooked out here. It's 8 in the morning and it's so hot out here. But thanks for listening to this video, watching this video. Hope it helped you think more deeply about your writing process, and good luck with your novel. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.